Hi guys, welcome to the channel. And of course, as we all know, this is H2, the second part of the year. So I'm going to be doing a market analysis for all the pairs I trade, starting from 6 month time frame down to the weekly time frame, so we can have a clear perspective of what to expect the coming week. All right. So heading up, this is H2, and of course, we're going to start from the 6 month time frame. So this is the 6 month candle. This is how last 6 month closed, and relating it to the previous one, found that I closed bullish, right? And also you can see that this structure, currently this candle swept the low of this, and though price did not close above, closed below. So this is something we need to pay attention to. And also looking at that candle closely, we find out that it's retraced more than 50%. You can see went below, closed below 50% of the range. So sellers are very much active. That's from January till last month. So this is something we need to also pay attention to. So moving ahead, 3 months time frame. So this is last 3 months, and found out that it's actually closed inside, giving us more like a pin bar, right? Pin bar. So most likely with this structure, price will come for this first. All right, come for the low first, and eventually if persist, come for this. So we are looking at this low to be taken out first. So going to 1 month time frame. So currently we have this low, so I'm going to take this out because it's too far. So this is our first level target. All right, and also looking at it closely, find out that this is giving us a power of 3. We have the first candle, which I call the accumulation. We have the manipulation, and the full distribution is taking out the low. So most likely this week we may come for this low. All right. So heading up, we'll go to the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame. This is a bullish candle. So this is our primary joint liquidity, and this is our secondary joint liquidity right here. So price took out the low and closed inside. So this week, what I'll be anticipating for AUD USD is for price to take out this high, retraced, and I have something like this. All right. So moving ahead, let's head straight to NZD USD. And like I said, NZD USD and AUD USD are kind of correlated in a way, right? So I should be having similar setup here. So starting off on the 6 month time frame. Now this is very funny and very tricky, so you have to pay attention very carefully to details in order to know what to do on this pair. I don't really trade this often. In fact, I use AUD as a marking scheme to trade NZD But looking at this, we find out that the price is currently bearish, number one. And looking closely, we find out that around here, okay, let's just look at this. Now look at this carefully. Find out that price that's H1 closed this way, taking the inducement, sorry, the order block right here, and we are currently looking to take out the slow. Let's go to 3 month time frame. I believe it will be more clearer. So looking at this carefully, find out that we have bearish order flow right here, and when we have a bearish order flow, the low is usually the next drawn on liquidity is usually the target, right? So but don't forget, from 6 month time frame, this is our immediate target. All right, these are immediate targets. Why is that? So I believe this is more clearer. You find out that we have this power of 3. We have the first candle, which is more like the accumulation phase, and we have the sweep. So we are currently in motion to take out this guy. All right, so heading up to monthly time frame. So right here on the monthly time frame, what can we see? Find out that first off, we close bearish, right? And for last month, this is our primary joint liquidity. So I'm going to delete this guy first. So we have our first target here, and our second target right here. So let's go to weekly time frame. Okay, so this is so close to our target. Okay, that's our primary joint liquidity. So looking ahead for this week, what am I saying? What am I saying? First off, this is a non-reference point trading, right? So basically, because this candle did not take out this primary joint liquidity, so this is the last bullish bearish candle, or that's the last break of structure. So I'm anticipating that price comes for this high. So I'm anticipating for price take out this high, we have a little pullback, and we go for the low. Okay, eventually taking out the low. So this is my prediction for NZD USD for the coming week. So moving on to Euro USD, starting off in 6 month time frame. I can't really find something tangible on Euro USD because Euro USD has hit our target, which is taking out this low. Right, we had a sweep and price has taken out the target. But looking at the overall time frame, we are currently bearish, right? So I can't really find anything here on 6 month time frame, only that we closed inside. So going to the 3 month time frame, 3 month time frame still no clear target except we are pulling back to this demand zone. You can see this demand zone right here. So going to the 1 month time frame. So right here on the 1 month time frame, price failed to close with the body, but eventually we closed bearish right here. Okay, so this closing bearish, this becomes our primary joint liquidity that price will eventually take, but we don't know when. So going to weekly time frame, is there any objective for the week? Actually, I would say there is no clear objective except maybe we might really find our way all the way here, then we'll sell. But for now, I can't really trade off non-reference point trading at this point, except if we are at a demand zone, of which we are not at any significant demand zone. If we are at this zone, I would have considered NFP trading. If we are right here, I would have considered NFP trading, but we are not there. So I will skip Euro USD for now. So GBP USD, I hope you have something for us. So GBP USD is very clear. We had a sweep here, right? So this is our next level target. Price should take this low. But before that, this is our first target. Okay. So heading on to 3 month time frame. 3 month time frame took out this low, closed inside. So there is not much data here on 3 month time frame. So let's go to 1 month. So right here on the monthly time frame, so these are overall targets. And looking carefully, found out that this looks like a TLS, right? A TLS, of which this should be the target. So monthly time frame, we failed to close bearish, yeah, failed to close with a body, eventually closed bearish, right? So down to weekly time frame, what can I say? So weekly time frame is very clear, right? So weekly time frame has pulled back into the supply zone. So eventually I'll be waiting for it at this MSNR, right? So eventually, because price is currently at the supply zone, so for me to take this sell, I will consider taking it at the line chart here, right? So I'll be waiting for price right here. Yeah, so I'll be waiting for price right here. Similar thing that happened right here. You check your line chart to find out that that's the key level. So that's where I'll be waiting for price, and I will short price from there. And our first level target will be to take out this. The second level target is to take out this. All right. So moving ahead, let's go to the JPY pairs. All right. So JPY pairs, starting off from the 6 month time frame. Okay. So 6 month time frame has completed its objective. Find out that price took out this low and give us a break of structure. All right, so this is the order block for 6 months. All right, so 3 months time frame. 3 month time frame closed inside, but actually closed higher in price, but closed inside. So no much data there. We go to monthly time frame. So now monthly time frame is clear. But price failed to close with a body. We had a sweep, but price failed to close with a body. But we had a body to body break. All right. So comparing it with this month, price has taken out the primary John liquidity, and looking otherwise or looking sideways, we have this roadblock sitting right here. Okay. So weekly time frame, we need to know our clear perspective. All right. So we were successful to take this sell. You can check our channel. We took this sell down to this point. And I'm skeptical to participate in this sale because we've taken out our target. Anything below this point is a POI, right? Because price can price can buy from this LVG, take out the high, or price can retrace to the other block. So I'll be very much careful trading this guy. If I'm to trade this guy, I'm just going to target this low. I'm not going to exceed this low. So my wait for price to come back for this. So this is how I will expect it to look like. Just to take out this high, take out the low, and I'm done with that. So yeah, that's that for AUD USD. Going on to NZD USD, starting off from the 6 months time frame. All right, so looking at this, you find out that we are bullish, quite bullish. All right, price swept this low. Our next level target would be to take out this high. Okay, price closed bullish. That's a very beautiful one. Price closed bullish right here. So eventually our first level target would be to take out this high. Okay, so moving ahead, 3 month time frame. 3 month time frame. So let's clear our screen. Price failed to close with a body, had a full rejection that's below 50%. So this is something we need to pay attention to. But no clear data here. So monthly time frame. Alright, so monthly time frame failed to close with a body. We had a sweep. So eventually we may come for this high. Alright, come for this high, and also paying close attention. Find out that we have a double top right there, which will serve as a liquidity. So going to the weekly time frame to find our weekly bias. Price is currently at a key level, though I have a speculation that this low may be taken out before we eventually buy. Not sure, because price failed to close below here, right? Because that's an obvious point. Price may seek it as a liquidity for a proper buy. So I will not be actively trading NZDJPY this week, though AUDJPY. And also, if you look carefully at AUDJPY, find out that we are currently at our POI. So this is something we need to just pay attention to, because any moment from now, price may just spike to the upside. So I will just ignore this guy for now. So moving ahead. Okay, so here I have this. Let's start from me. I already have a setup on GJ. But looking at this, we find out that we are currently bullish, and I believe we should be targeting this point. There's another block, right? And because there's another block, price then may likely buy so freely, because this will serve as a magnet for price, right? So this will serve as a magnet. So currently we should buy so freely. And looking so close, we find out that we close bullish. That's the H1, we close bullish. Going to 3 month time frame. 3 month time frame also closed bullish, which is very good. Monthly time frame. Now here is where things begins to get trippy. Price closed inside, right? Right here, because all these are inside bar candles. Price closed inside. Though looking just the H1, find out that price closed with a body. So and price has taken out the primary joint liquidity. Eventually we may come for these because this is more than 50% retracement if we should compare, right? This is more than 50%, so we may likely come for that. And also that is a breaker block continuation entry, breaker block continuation liquidity, because we find out price use this guy to continue. So most times price will read it, find price reading it before continuing. All right, so not sure, but let's see what this week has to offer. So currently I'm having a sell setup right here, because if we were to look at it structure wise, we have this break. This is our trading range low, trading range high, and this is our internal liquidity because price took out uh, liquidity previously. So price is coming from a complete circle. So this foundation is faulty. So most likely price may come for it, then buy up. All right. So that's why I have that sell setup. So let's go to, and also looking at it on a weekly basis, we find out that this candle, right? So this candle first off took out the high of this candle, right? So there is a bearish order flow. So price took out, came down, took out the low. So this is a bullish order flow. So the next candle should target the high of which price did, and price closed inside. Do you understand? So I am taking this is we have the reference point trading because there is a supply zone right here, and we can trade the non-reference point trading because this is the secondary joint liquidity that was taken out, right? So going to daily time frame, find out that price has already given us a CISD. Price gave us a CISD right here, so I'm looking to take a sell from here and target the primary joint liquidity. So hopefully it plays out well. So that's that for GJ. So going to EJ, price should give me something similar, if not exact. So starting off from the 6 month time frame, what do I have? Price closed with a bully, with a body, and closed bullish, which is very good. So right here, we'll be targeting this as our primary drawn liquidity. So heading to 3 month time frame, 3 month time frame closed inside. No much data right here, though we have SMT right here. Okay. So going we have, so right here on the monthly time frame, price close with a hanging man. All right, price close with a hanging man, and of course hanging man, based on my study, is sponsored most of the retracement I've seen so far. Right, a hanging man, though looking at it, it looks as though it's going to continue, but a hanging man most times just see price dump so badly. And also comparing the power of three, find out that um first off, price took out this low, right, and target the high. So meaning at this point there is a bearish order flow, and this low is at risk to be taken out. All right, that low is at risk to be taken out. So looking at it on a weekly basis, that is our trading range low, right, and this should be our trading range high. That's comparing it structure wise. Now, we find out that price gave us internal liquidity right here. So similar thing with GJ. This is coming from a faulty foundation. All right, so most likely price will come for it, then maybe buy, or eventually take it out, then buy. All right. So comparing it on a weekly basis, you find out that price, this is very clear. So you find out that price took out this high, giving us a power of 3, closing inside. That's something you need to pay attention to. And so our primary target would be to target the primary drawn liquidity. So on a daily time frame, what can we see? Find out the price give us a break of structure, not a CISD now, but a break of structure. Closing bearish, this is a break of structure. So of which the high, the primary secondary liquidity may act as a liquidity for the sell setup. So heading onward, we found out that this is a boundary candle. So trading boundary candle, we have to measure from swing high to swing low. And so this would be where I will be taking. This is a supply zone, not an order block. All right. So similar case with GJ. So what I'm anticipating is price should maybe buy to this point and sell to take out this guy. All right. So that's that for GJ. Gold. I know there are a lot of gold traders here. So starting off from the 6 month time frame, what can I see now? 6 month time frame gave us the power of 3, right? Swept closed inside, so our first target would be to take out the high, the low. Yeah, so first level target would be to take out the slow. Then if the selling persists, we may eventually take out this guy. 3 month time frame, so I'll take out this guy for now. This should be our focus. So 3 month time frame gave us a break of structure, not a CISD, but a break of structure. All right. So this is our primary drawn liquidity, of course. So right here on monthly time frame, all these are inside bar. So this is where the break of structure still happened, right? So down to weekly time frame. Okay, so meaning the immediate low is our target. Okay, so what am I looking at? What is my anticipation for this week? Now find out that this is where we have bearish order flow. And so the whole of that candle is something we should pay attention to, the body of it, of which that's where price is now. Okay, so using our Fibonacci, let's see what we have. Swing high to swing low. Okay, let's see from this point here. So I would like for this low to be this the high of this candle, that's the second drawn liquidity, to be taken out. Maybe we could trade it using non-reference point trading. All right. So going to daily time frame, let's just see what it has to say. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the body of this, which is the origin of the break of structure, right? Price can. So I'm anticipating that price would eventually buy up to this point and sell, right? So silver should say similar thing. Let's go to weekly 3 months. Let's start from, okay, this is the H2. So similar storyline with that of gold. We have the power of 3, we have a sweep close, so our first target should be take out this guy, and eventually if selling pressure persists, to take out this guy. So starting off from 3 month time frame, this is our target, so I'm going to delete this guy for now. So this is our primary drawn liquidity, and of course price closed bearish, so that's a good sign. So monthly time frame, these are immediate targets. Monthly time frame has completed its criteria. We have this power of 3, we have the sweep and break of structure, and eventually also a break of structure right here. Okay, so weekly time frame. Okay, so similar thing with gold. Our immediate low is our target. Right, so this is This is where we have a bearish order flow. So the body from the body should be our target. All right. So when price comes to that zone, we should expect to buy. So we have this guy. All right. So anything from that zone, we should expect a bearish order flow, and we can sell. I can sell. So BTC, starting off this year, we had a very beautiful power of three, and many people were, or I also was very adamant or skeptical about it, but eventually it's playing out. We have a power of three, we have the sweep, and this may likely be our target. Price has taken out the first target, right? So also price, this is 12 months, let's go to 6 months. So eventually price closed bearish, giving us a break of structure. Price may likely come for this order block, this trading range. All right. So 3 month time frame. Okay. 3 month time frame. This should be our target liquidity. All right. That should be our target liquidity. So price closed bullish. Price closed bearish. That's a good sign. Okay. And price has taken out the primary drawn liquidity of it. So we'll currently retrace a bit, then sell. So on the monthly time frame, close bullish, and also a break of structure, right here, completing the power of three. We had a sweep, and here targets. So close with a bearish candle. So on a weekly time frame, what can we see? Found that the price actually mitigated this guy. Price may likely not take out that high for now. And also on the weekly time frame, price completed the power of three. We had a sweep and target smashed. But currently, price has taken out the primary joint liquidity. So for BTC, we are left with a day and 16 hours. So depending how this candle close, the high of it becomes my primary joint liquidity, and this should be my target for BTC. It may eventually look like this and drop. Okay. So Ethereum should say similar story. Starting off from the, let's see what 12 months says. Okay, not much data here. 6 months rather. Okay, so 6 months is giving us a power of three. We have this, right? And we have this as our first target. 3 month time frame. So this remains our target. Price close bullish, bearish. So price close bearish, which is a good sign. So our first target should be to take out this primary joint liquidity, and our final target is to take out this low. So monthly time frame. All right, monthly time frame. Now I want to let me take out all these joints. Let's understand Ethereum structure wise. Now structure wise, we have Ethereum give us this high, right? A pullback, a break of structure. Price took out the low. Now because of this, so price gave us price reacted from the alternate supply zone, give us a low, give us a break of structure. So eventually the low should be our first target. Maybe we take out the low, then we'll see some buys. All right. So you see that the structure and the candle theory, it's aligning. So of course this should be our first target. Okay, so price close with a body, which is very good. And like I said, this will be my first target. So weekly time frame, yeah, weekly time frame, we're left with a day and 16 hours. So if we can take out this high and close inside, that would be a good sign for me to trade with non-reference point trading and come for this, and eventually we come for that. All right, so that's what I'll be expecting. So down to Nas. First off, Nas gave us a CISD. Now I just want to say this very quickly. Okay, let's go to, I don't think there's any data here on 6 months, just full blown candle. Yeah, close body. So our first target should be to take out the high as our primary joint liquidity. Okay, so 3 month time frame, still the same thing. We had power of three. Okay, this is the body close, so we have this break of structure right here. So eventually this is very far, but let's see, this, that's our range. So 1 monthly time frame. Okay, monthly time frame close with the body. We have the hanging man, again. So eventually, probably this will be our first target, and if selling pressure persists, we may take out this low. All right, so on a weekly perspective, as I was trying to highlight, now some break of structure, not every break of structure is a CISD, but every CISD is a break of structure. Right, I just want to put that out. So this is a CISD, and of course is a break of structure and a change of character, because this is a switch from swing high to swing low. Okay, now what happened? Sorry, price came to the resistant level. If you use your line chart, find that that's the resistant level, and price dropped. Right, price also came to the same point and dropped. Okay, also the same point, and we dropped. So what's my perspective this week? My perspective would be to take out this low, but there is no point I can leverage on except maybe the supply zone that is right here. Right, but this should be our first target, and of course this should be my final target. Let's see what daily time frame has to say. Okay, daily time frame gave us a break right here. We had a break of structure, and this is the last break of structure. The high, this is our second joint liquidity. So I don't really know what may happen this week for this pair, but I should, one thing I believe is this low will be taken out, and maybe if price persists this low, so I will skip NAS and maybe we'll get a clearer picture. So I'm already short, I'm already selling US 500, still similar storyline. If you start from the 6 month time frame, of course price close bullish, and our target should be to take out this high primary joint liquidity. So the 3 month time frame, still same storyline. In fact, this is a power of three. We had a sweep, but this is a violation because price took out the primary joint liquidity first. So this is not a power of three, but this is a break of structure. So monthly time frame, more like a hanging man. So we had this, price may likely come for this low, and of course price persists when we take out this low. So now to the weekly time frame. So this is a CISD. Price give us a CISD right here, and pull back, though this is also a power of three. That is why directional bias is very very important, because you're going to have a sell and a buy setup in the same time frame most times. So it's your directional bias that will filter what is the noise and what is of value. All right. So of course I love how last week closed. So what I have here is so of course what I have here is a break of structure. All right. So price came up, took out the secondary joint liquidity and closed inside. So eventually we may come for the primary joint liquidity. So I got my entry from the 4 hour time frame. I'm currently selling US 500, and hopefully when price open it goes to our favor. Right, so this is how it looks like right here. So Gemini 40, GR40, there is nothing except price has completed its target, giving us a power of 3. We had a sweep, we had a sweep, right, and a break of structure right here. Price took out the target. Okay, so that's that for GR40. US 30, there is nothing. I can't see anything on US 30. Now USD card, on the 3 month time frame, we have on 3 month time frame we have price take out this low, closed with a body. Right, close with a body, so that's a good sign that we may be coming for the high as our primary joint liquidity. So on the 3 month time frame, 3 month time frame, we have this beautiful power of three. What you see, that's why direction is very important. The target is to take out this low, but price failed to take out the low, and price may eventually come for it, but maybe we are targeting this sub resistant level, coming for this resistant level right here. We should use our line chart to judge. You find out that that is a beautiful level that price may eventually go to and sell. All right, but judging, we have a beautiful power of three right here. We have price, take out the low. This is the first candle, which I mark as the accumulation phase. Price take out manipulation and distribution, completing the target. And of course price also closed bullish. All right, so going to monthly time frame. All right, monthly time frame, we had a break of structure right here. So monthly time frame, we have a break of structure right here, which will eventually be our range for that month, So, and of course this is our primary joint liquidity. All right, so going to weekly time frame, we may be expecting a pullback, but we have not seen a clear picture of it yet. So there's nothing I'm seeing except that price closed as an inside bar. This is a break of structure. So if price is coming weak, if price can take it and close inside, to be a good sign that we are in for a pullback. Price may feed into this FVG, but right now price may just eventually keep buying. So there's nothing clear on weekly time frame. So Euro card, starting from the 6 month time frame. So 6 month time frame, we have a bullish order flow. So we have price take out this low, more like a power of three. So the target should be to complete the circle to take out this high. So I've done a market mapping for Eurocard. You just check the channel where we compare market analysis, where we compare structure with candlestick theory. All right. So this is our overall target to take out the high. So going up, this is 3 month time frame. Now 3 month time frame, of course, this is a power of three still. So we have this sweep, and this is the first candle accumulation manipulation. So this is the next candle following suit. So price close with a body to body break, but of course we've not gotten to the high. So of course my first target would be to take out this high, and overall to take out this high. So on the monthly time frame, we can see that price gave us a bullish order flow, so we are buying. Price closed with a body, so our first target would be to take out the primary drawn liquidity right here. Right, that should be our first target, to take out a primary drawn liquidity. So moving on to weekly time frame. So I'll just go ahead. Weekly time frame closed with a body. This is a break of structure, right? Closed with a body. So this is our primary drawn liquidity. Right, this is how price close. Price close with an inside bar. I'll be much comfortable if price will come for this low, right? And we have a proper buy to take out the high and eventually continue to all the way to the upside, right? This will be a long-term trade, but I'll be very comfortable if price can take out this low. We may trade it using non-reference point trading, or we may trade it with reference point trading, making reference to this point, right? This POI. Okay, so this is what I'll be expecting. If price can take out that low, I'll be very much comfortable to jump in on a buy. So yeah, that's that for Euro card. GBP card has completed its target, of course. Starting off from the 6 month time frame, we had similar case where price gave us a bullish order flow. So the target should be to take out next drawn liquidity, right, of which price has completed. Now I'm currently on a buy on card chef. Right, I'm currently on a buy, so this is counter trading, but I'm currently on a buy. So hopefully when it plays out, because right here we are having a bullish order flow, though this market is bearish, we're having a bullish order flow. We have a power of 3 right here, and this serves as a liquidity. Price has mitigated, so and let's see how it plays out. For judging it structure wise, let's judge it structure wise. What can we see? So at this point we have a mitigation right here. All right, price gave us an alternate that is reacting from the alternate demand zone, giving us internal liquidity, give us a break of structure again. Of course, this too becomes a liquidity, so I'm expecting price to buy up and take out all these highs, react from this point, then we sell. Okay, that's comparing it structure wise. So I'm currently on this sell and on a drawdown. So let's see how next week opens, and hopefully when it opens we have a buy to the upside. Okay, so USD chef on a 6 month time frame. All right, 6 month time frame, there is nothing yet. There's nothing yet because price closed inside, so there's nothing I'm currently seeing right now. Let's go to 3 month time frame. Now 3 month time frame closed with a body. We had a close bullish, and so these are primary drawn liquidity. All right, so monthly time frame, of course, we had the power of 3, we had the sweep, break of structure, of which the high becomes our range, more like a demand zone, which price is there currently. But now let's judge this structure wise. When we go to the weekly time frame, we judge it structure wise. Now judging this structure wise, what can we see? We find out that we have a break of structure right here. Okay, that's our first break, of which the high becomes an extension. Liquidity, price has taken it out. The next is our trading range high. Okay, so technically this is our trading range low, and if this sell should persist, we are to target the alternate demand zone. So this should be our target. Well, I'm just going to target this low, this equal low right there. Right, I'm just going to target that low, so this will be my target, judging structure wise. And so looking at it for the week, we find that the price has given us a break of structure. So this high may likely be a liquidity. Okay, I expect this to be protected, so that will be an invalidation point. So let's go straight. So this will be my first target, judging structure wise. So this will be my first target. So judging daily time frame. All right, so daily time frame, I expect a buy up. This is not a order block, this is not an order block but a supply zone. So take out this guy, and I'm just going to hold something small. We have roadblocks right here. This is a roadblock that we should not ignore. Okay, so eventually before we come there, so this is just how it's going to look like for next week. For me, this is what I'm anticipating. So yeah, that's it for that. Now AUD card, I think we've done that for AUD card, right? Okay, let's see if we've done that. Okay, I don't think so. Now for 6 month time frame, seems AUD card and AUD USD are kind of correlated in a way. Well, let's just see how it looks like. Close with a body, bullish candle, power of 3 completed. Let's say power of 3 completed, right here, break of structure. So a 3 month time frame perspective, we have both price closing with a body. So the high becomes our primary joint liquidity, of course. So on monthly time frame, price is still inside. This is just an inside back candle, right? This is just an inside, but this is the break of structure. This is the secondary joint liquidity, which price may likely, since we have inside back, price may likely read it for a buy. Now weekly time frame, we apply structure. So weekly time frame, how this is our current break of structure, which the low becomes an extension, which is here because FG is below it. So price may likely come for this POY because we have a break of structure, so we are dealing with a substructure. If you don't know what substructure is, watch my previous video. I broke down the types of structure while taking a trade. So what I'll be anticipating for this week, now I'll be anticipating for price to take out this high. We'll have mitigation. This is my first target. Last target will be take out this low. From here we may eventually see some reasonable buys to the upside. Okay, so this is what I'm anticipating for the week. AUD USD. Now AUD USD for 6 month time frame, what can we see now? On, is it 12 months? Okay, not 12 months, 6 months. Okay, so yeah, 6 month time frame, price came for the secondary joint liquidity and closed inside. So this is a good sign that we may start seeing some buys. So right here on weekly time frame, we had price take out this low. So from here we may likely see some buys, and of course the power of 3 to take out this high. All right, but first off, our target would to be take out this would be to take out this high. All right, then our final target will be to take out that high. So right there on monthly time frame, what can we see? All right, so right here on monthly time frame, we found out that price gave us a break of structure right here. Price closed bullish, and for a case like this, the low usually becomes a liquidity, right? But we have our primary joint liquidity sitting right here. Okay, then head straight to weekly time frame. So here, right here on weekly time frame, more like we're expecting a pullback, giving us a power of 3. We have a sweep. Okay, and of course our target would be to take out this secondary joint liquidity. And also, if you pay attention closely, we find out that we have a bullish order flow right here. So this may sponsor the buys we are expecting. If that place fail, then we may likely have some buys right here. So but our target would be for this week to take out this low. So for the coming week, I'll be expecting price to buy up and it will give us CRT, then we take the low, right? Yeah. So so back to back to AUD USD the base. So yeah, this is my analysis for the week. All right. If you find the video anywhere helpful, do well to give it a like thumbs. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. All right. You want to follow me on LinkedIn because that's where I drop my trade setup, how it played out, and I also drop market insights and trading psychology to help you become a better trader. So do well to like and subscribe. Encourage me so that I'll keep doing this every week and ensure you have a profitable week. God bless you. See you on the next one. Peace.